I have never actually beaten Terraria before. Well, at least not on all four of the difficulties. Therefore, I've set myself the challenge to complete Terraria the right way, starting off with a journey playthrough. My goal is to improve my building, beat all of the bosses, use all of the different classes, and of course, stop the spread of the corruption. This is episode 2 of my journey playthrough as a summoner, and I hope that you enjoy the video. Here we are, back for another episode of the Terraria journey playthrough. This episode, I'm going to start off with a bit of exploration in the jungle. I'm trying to find the hives. I want to fight the queen bee 2 or 3 times to craft the bee armor and get a summoner class going. And I need to up my heart crystals, so I'm going to do a bit of underground exploration, hopefully find chests and good items, because at the moment I've got just about nothing. We have arrived in the jungle. So, if I remember correctly, the cave was over here. There's a railway for me to explore. And I might as well start building houses for the Dryad and the Witch Doctor in the jungle. I'm going to try and stay with the theme using stone and mahogany wood. Let me just fight these. There we go. It's gonna look better when I get the paint, so these are gonna be green. And now 2 more houses are done. So I should finally be able to get the demolitionist after so long. Into the underground we go. I hope I don't struggle to find the queen bee hives, since I'm gonna need more than one for the whole summoner setup. Another gold chest and my first heart crystal. Anklet of the Wind, also really good. And a granite biome, which is not what I'm looking for right now. Got feral claws. This is good for melee. I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to keep it for now. Let's go. I found a beehive, the first one. I'm not going to fight the queen bee now. I still need to get other armor. But at least this isn't very deep. And I found a gold chest. The demolitionist has not arrived yet. We got the painter and the nurse, which is not actually what I wanted. So I'm gonna have to build another house. And I don't have any bombs on me. And I can't find any, which is really frustrating at the moment. I'm gonna build a house here. There's another house finished. There we go. We finally got the demolitionist instantly. That is wonderful. Now it's going to be easier for me to explore. I can buy unlimited bombs with the money I've got, or dynamite even, to open up the jungle for myself, which is what I'm going to do next. Just a bit of detail on the roof. And we're off to the jungle. So the zoologist does have the leather whip, which I guess I should use since this is a summoner playthrough. When I fight the queen bee, should be strong enough. We'll get the cat license. Okay, the cat should arrive anytime soon, I think. I'm not actually sure if my loadout is strong enough for the queen bee fight. The only reason that I'm not going to do anything about it is because it's journey mode, and I don't think that the queen bee is very strong, or any of the bosses really in journey mode. So I'm going to go and try to fight the queen bee. I can't imagine myself losing with the loadout that I have, but we'll see what happens. Bees are really annoying. Alright, it's time to fight the queen bee. Here we go. So, fighting the queen bee with the whip was a bit of a challenge since I wasn't getting any damage in and it's hard to hit the target, which made me decide to just use the boomstick so that I could win the fight easier and faster to progress to the next stage of the game, which would be the bee armor. Yeah, this is not much of a challenge. There we go. I got 16 beeswax. Definitely gonna need a bit more. So I'm gonna have to do another fight and then duplicate, I think. Still no beehives. Keep on looking. I found the marble biome, which I really like for building on bigger projects. I'm not gonna use it now, but I could definitely take some and duplicate it for later. See the temple over here. It's not really deep. Just gonna help me later. Oh, we got potato chips. So, interesting thing has happened. I found another beehive. It was underwater though, so it was pretty hard to access. But I'm really happy now I can finally do the green bee fight and then get my armor. Okay, goodbye. We now have enough beeswax. Let's go get the armor. Now, I also had another good idea, which is that since I have 4 suspicious eyes, I can just duplicate it and do unlimited fights against the Eye of Cthulhu. I'm also going to do this for all of the other bosses since it is going to make it easier for me to collect all of their trophies and the other items that they drop. I went to check the Terraria Wikipedia for the summoner playthrough. It turns out there is no bee whip. There's only the hornet staff, which is made out of beeswax, and that is the next weapon that I'm going to be using. And also the snapthorn. That is the whip that I was thinking of, but the snapthorn is made out of vines, stingers, and jungle spores, which is easy to get. I've got a lot of it already, so I'm not too worried about the collection of that. The next weapon that I will be getting is the spinal tap, but that can only be made out of bones that you can get after beating Skeletron. So I'm going to aim to do that in the next episode, as well as the king slime. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.